Uttar Pradesh's Nirbhaya horror. A 50-year-old woman raped, murdered, brutalized. Grave lapses now reported by the Badaun police.
2 बार गए हम, पहले भी गए, फिर भी गए, हमारी सुनी ना फिर.
Uttar Pradesh, no state for women.
Good evening, you're watching To The Point. I'm Preeti Chaudhary. Before we break down the story of what exactly happened, I'm going to take you through the sequence of events on what really happened here. She was a 50-year-old woman who this Sunday, the last Sunday on the 3rd of January, 6 p.m, left her house for a temple, the local temple in her village in Badaun. The victim was gang raped and brutalized between 6 to 8 p.m. The kin visited the cops, no action was taken. At 8 p.m. Then, January 3rd, 11 p.m, the alleged accused, who was a priest, left the victim's body outside her house. He told the family, in fact the local priest, that she had fallen accidentally into the well. The police refused to visit the victim's home. It was only the next morning, on Monday, January 4th, that the police came in. They took the body, they did not register an FIR, neither did they send the body for autopsy. January 5th is when, under immense pressure locally by the local villagers, was the body sent for an autopsy. Later on in the evening, the autopsy not just confirmed gang rape, which the family had suspected, but also confirmed the brutality that this 50-year-old woman in Badaun was subjected to. I want to begin the show by just entailing the savagery that this young woman, this 50-year-old woman, was subjected to. There were sharp objects inserted into her private parts. Her internal organs, like her intestines, were completely cut up. She's had rib fractures, her legs were fractured, her arms were fractured, her lungs were perforated. She was gang raped and murdered. The main accused is absconding as of now, is what we are getting to know, which is the priest of the particular village. I'm joined right now by the son of the victim. He's joining me live. All right, before we go across to the son, I want to cut across to my colleague Shivendra, who's joining us live from Badaun, the village there. Shivendra, can you encapsulate for us what have been the biggest lapses by the police in this case?
See, Preeti, first of all, this incident was reported on Sunday. Family was running to police station to senior officials for lodging the FIR and for investigation as well and for medical help as well. But they were not listening. Ironically, this case is registered on Tuesday. Incident took place on on Sunday evening, and this case is registered on Tuesday after post-mortem. When post-mortem was done and gang rape was confirmed, then only case was registered, and that too after reported in media. This is very shocking. One side, CM Yogi Adityanath is saying that they have started few schemes for like women empowerment and Mahila Shakti, and police officials are showing this kind of leniency every time, be it Hathras case or from Muradnagar, and on this again from Badaun. And after this incident, they were not even like they were not like even taking interest in searching for the accused persons in this case. Later, 2 people are being arrested. Main accused is still absconding after reporting in media. SO of this police station suspended. But the fact is that these kind of cases come in again and again from Uttar Pradesh, and they are saying that they have zero tolerance for law and order institution. But fact is that there is lawlessness in the state, and police officials are not listening. Even CM.
The fact is that the main accused, the priest in this case, is absconding. Can you just take us through what the autopsy report says in terms of the brutality, the savagery that was meted out to this 50-year-old woman?
Pardon, Preeti, come again.
Could you take us through the savagery and the brutality that this woman was subjected to, where the autopsy report is concerned, and the main accused, the priest in question, is still absconding?
See, when this incident was reported, she was almost dead. That's what family is saying. Means the brutality was done after this gang rape, and she was like thrown out of her house in the village. And when
Says that the savagery, can you entail the autopsy report for us? Because the savagery,
ribs were broken.
that she was brutalized even more than what, say, Nirbhaya was brutalized. What does the autopsy report say?
See, as per report, CMO clearly said that ribs were broken, legs were broken, and also there were internal injuries on private part of this lady, and that too came in this post-mortem report. And this could happen only when she was brutalized badly by these accused persons. And even then, police was not taking this case very seriously, and they were not registering the FIR. After this autopsy report and post-mortem, they registered the FIR and started investigation. In the meantime, main accused escaped away from this village, though this person was known to this family and she used to go to this temple almost every day. But the fact is that this brutality was done, and this incident was reported to the police, and they were not taking action. This kind of behavior of UP police is very, very serious, or that too in this kind of very serious case, a sensitive case. That's what every person is saying. Opposition is attacking on Yogi Adityanath, CM UP, and also they are questioning like working of UP police. But the fact is that every time when such kind of sensitive and serious case happens, they say that they have zero tolerance, they will take serious action.
Well, the fact is that the main accused is still absconding. We are joined by the son of the victim. शुक्रिया हमारे साथ जुड़ने का। बहुत दुखद घटना है कि आपकी FIR तक नहीं रजिस्टर हो पाई जब आपने चाहा, और 2 दिन बाद आपकी मां का शव की ऑटोप्सी भी हुई। अब क्या हुआ था आपकी मां के साथ? आपको क्यों लगा कि उनके साथ ऐसी बर्बरता हुई थी?
परसों 3 तारीख को मेरी माता जी यहाँ शाम को 5 बजे मुझसे कह के गई थी कि मैं मंदिर पे जा रही हूँ। तो हम सब लोग सो गए थे। तो रात को 11:30 बजे वो 3 लोग आए, गाड़ी में ले गए और आवाज़ लगाई उन्होंने कि गेट खोलो। हमने गेट खोला तो उन्होंने यहाँ हमारी माता जी को दरवाजे पर डाल दिया। हमने देखा तो उनसे खून बह रहा था और उनके शरीर पर कोई कपड़े नहीं थे। तो हमने पूछा कि इन्हें क्या हुआ, तो बाबा के साथ जो 3 लोग आए थे ना, एक बाबा और बेदराम और वो जसपाल, तो वो बेदराम ने बोला कि मैं आया तो मंदिर पे ये बेहोश पड़ी थी और उनके साथ जो मोबाइल था वो भी तोड़ दिया।
आपने पुलिस को कब बताया कि आपको शक है कि ये कुएं में नहीं गिरी है, इनके साथ कुछ और हुआ है?
दिन में दी थी 4 तारीख को।
पुलिस का रवैया कैसा था आपके साथ?
नहीं, वो हरिपुर में कोई कांड हो गया था, सारे पुलिस कर्मी वहाँ जुटे हुए थे, वहाँ पर कोई नहीं था थाने में। पुलिस का व्यवहार सही था। वो तो ये बोल रहे थे अभी कोई नहीं है यहाँ पर, थोड़ी देर में आना, अभी वहाँ जुटी हुई है सब पुलिस वाले। हरिपुर में कांड हो गया था इसलिए।
आपको कैसे पता चला था कि आपकी माँ के साथ ऐसी बर्बरता हुई है? आपको क्यों शक हुआ?
घटना का जब पता चला, जब वो 3 लोग गाड़ी से हमारी माताजी को दरवाजे पे डाला उन्होंने, तब पता चला। और हमने पुलिस को भी जब सूचना दी 4 तारीख को दिन में ऐसे 10-11 बजे।
अभी तक जो पुलिस कर रही है, कैसे जो सस्पेंडेड है, उसमें आप खुश हैं? आपको लगता है कि पुलिस काम बराबर कर रही है या अभी भी आपको आशंका है?
जी संतुष्ट है, खुश हैं। सरकार से हम ये चाहते हैं, हमें इंसाफ मिलना चाहिए। दूध का दूध, पानी का पानी, और जो इन लोगों ने किया है उनको कड़ी से कड़ी सजा मिलनी चाहिए।
आपको क्यों लगता है कि मामला दबाने की कोशिश की? क्योंकि आपने ये 2 बार बोला है पहले, और FIR क्यों लेट रजिस्टर हुआ? क्योंकि आप तो कह रहे हैं आपने संडे को ही बता दिया था, पर FIR 32 आवर्स 32 घंटों के बाद में दर्ज हुई थी।
अब हम बालक थे, अब हम क्या करते? जब हमारे जीजाजी और जी सब लोग आए तो उन्होंने जो करवाया, हम फोन भी नहीं था हमारे पास। तो
क्या आप आरोपियों को पहचानते हैं? आपको पता है कौन है? क्या जो पुजारी है आपको लगता है वो आरोपी है?
आरोपियों को पहचानता हूँ, वैसे उनसे कोई दुश्मनी वगैरह कोई नहीं थी पहले।
Alright, let's cut across. बहुत शुक्रिया हमसे बात करने का, और हम यही चाहते हैं कि आपको न्याय मिले और आपकी सुनवाई हो. Let's cut across to our guests this evening. I have O.P. Mishra, UP BJP spokesperson. I have Radhika Khera, Congress spokesperson, and I have Arvind Kumar Jain, former UP DGP. Mr. Mishra, it's appalling that it took 32 hours for an FIR to be registered, 34 hours to conduct post-mortem.
So look, this is very tragic incidents have been happened, and this is very unfortunate that these incidents have happened in Badaun.
We're having a problem with your audio, Mr. Mishra. We seem to be having a huge problem with your audio. We're going to try and connect that and come back to you. I want to, before I connect to our other guests, I just want to take our viewers through exactly what happened on Sunday.
इसको कांड बहु हमको तो फूट इसकी लड़की की इतनी चोट आई है, उसको तो महान
Has anything changed at all? From Nirbhaya to Hathras to now Badaun, where a 50-year-old woman was gang-raped, brutalised and murdered. Her injuries reportedly far worse than Nirbhaya's. She was an Anganwadi worker. On Sunday 6 p.m. she went to the village temple. She never returned. Her son kept calling on her mobile. After 7 p.m. her phone was switched off. At 11 p.m. the local priest of the temple with 2 helpers came to her house with her body. They told the family she died after accidentally falling into the well. They left her unclothed, brutalized body. The son informed the police, but the police did not investigate. On Monday, the cops came to the victim's residence, took the body, but neither did the police lodge an FIR, nor did they send the body for post-mortem. Meanwhile, the priest, who openly spoke to the media on Sunday, has since gone missing.
अपना भी गिर गई और हमारे मालूम ना पड़ी तुम्हें जानकारी ना जब के क्या नहीं तो ऑटो बज के गए अंदर के क्या नहीं तो पता चल गई तुम्हें अच्छा तो जब इसमें से लड़की निकाली मरी हुई निकली है बाहर सांस चल रही जिंदा फिर जिंदा गई.
The post-mortem report confirmed the family's charge of gang rape. It also detailed the brutalities she was subjected to. With sharp objects inserted into her private parts, excessive damage to her internal organs, an anal wound, fractured ribs, perforated lungs, fractured legs. Till now, 2 accused have been arrested. However, the main accused, the priest, along with 2 others, are absconding. Under pressure, the SHO has been suspended. Politics, meanwhile, has exploded. Priyanka Gandhi tweeted out on the crimes against women in the state of Uttar Pradesh, while the state's chief minister, Yogi Adityanath, promised immediate action. But away from the politics, away from the lip service, the collateral in the power slugfest have always been the women of the state, of the country. Bureau Report, India Today.
Let's cut across back to our guest. Mr. Mishra, the fact is, an SHO has been suspended. Should the buck stop just at the SHO? 32 hours before an FIR is put in, 34 hours before the body is sent for autopsy. It's appalling. We seem to be having a problem with the audio of our BJP spokesperson. We're going to try and connect. It's a shame because he's the one who should be taking all our questions today. I want to go across to Arvind Kumar Jain, former UP DGP. Mr. Jain, should the buck stops at just suspending the SHO? How does it take 32 hours to even register an FIR and 34 hours to send the body for autopsy?
It is not done. It is not acceptable at all. SHO has been rightly suspended. Inquiry is on, and if involvement is found of some other persons also, they shall also be. TM himself has taken cognizance of the matter. He has ordered STF. He has ordered STF to arrest the main accused, Baba Satyanarayan. A reward of rupees 50,000 has been declared on his head. And I spoke to senior officers of Bareilly zone, and they have told me that 4 teams have been formed to trace Baba, because only after Baba is arrested, the entire picture will be clear. One thing I would like to make clear that I think she was thrown into the well. She didn't fall on her own, because well is at a very secluded place and nobody goes there. So most of the injuries, I suspect, because it was a dry well and there was a submersible pump lying at the bottom of the well. So I think most of the injuries, well was 27 feet deep. So she must have sustained these injuries on her thighs, perforated rib, after falling 27 feet into the pit. So rape part, yes, it has been established. Post-mortem was conducted by a panel of doctors, including a lady doctor. Right. 3 doctors were there, and they have clearly mentioned that she has been raped and there are injuries in her private
But the sad part, Mr. Jain, would you not reckon that, yes, you have formed these special teams right now, you've swung into action as usual. Should the buck stop with just suspending the SHO? And who answers to the fact, sir, that 32 hours it takes to lodge an FIR? Where does it happen?
Actually, initially she was taken, what I am told, she was taken by Baba and his chelas to Chandosi nursing home for treatment. But there the doctors, when they saw that they suspected some foul play, they asked for her family members, and when no family member was there, they said that it's a police case, you bring police, and only then we will start the treatment. After that, they brought her back.
So they took the body on a Tuesday morning, and Wednesday morning they sent it for autopsy. 24 hours, the police had the body on their person and did not send it for autopsy. I want to cut across to Radhika Khera. Radhika Khera, should the buck stop at just the suspension of the SHO? Okay, we seem to be having an audio problem with Mr. Khera as well.
Can you hear me, Preeti?
Yes, I can hear you. Go ahead.
From Chief Minister Adityanath to senior officers sitting in Lucknow to the local beat constables, everyone should hang their heads in shame now. Once again, another bone-chilling horror has come from Uttar Pradesh. As always, the family has come out to say that the cops turned their back towards them and said, "Thodi der baad aana." They refused to file the FIR, especially when the victim was profusely bleeding and was brutalized and was counting her last and final breath. The Women and Child Minister of India is a member of parliament from Uttar Pradesh. What has she done for the women of Uttar Pradesh? Nothing. And again
and again, from Kuldeep Sengar to Hathras to now anything, whatever we see again and again, women are being brutalized in Uttar Pradesh. What is the administration doing? The CM continues to wage his war on interfaith love and on things which are not even, are not concerned to the normal citizen. Women are not able to go out of their houses. Even going to a temple, they take, claims that we have built the Ram Mandir, and here a woman has gone to the mandir and she was raped. And why are these people again and again managing to get away? And nothing is stopping these criminals. We are at a loss of words, because every few days, Preeti, we are discussing what is happening in Uttar Pradesh, how the rapes are going on, and nothing is. Who is going to take responsibility? When will the state administration come and take responsibility? When will Adityanath ji come out and say, yes, I have failed as a chief minister. I have failed to protect the women of Uttar Pradesh. You cannot establish and say that ye Ram Rajya hai. Even Lord Ram must be so upset with what is happening in Uttar Pradesh. It's a horrible thing that we are seeing again and again. Every few days we are discussing 32 ghante ho gaye, FIR file nahi hui. They're sending back. Every few days you're taking an account of the victim's family. How long will this continue? How long will the ministers of the BJP, the MPs like Smriti Irani ji continue with their eerie silence? How many more women will have to be raped brutally like this, and how many more families will have to suffer like this before the government wakes up, before Modi Sarkar wakes up?
I hope I have Mr. our BJP spokesperson, Mr. Mishra, back with us. Mr. Mishra, if you can hear me, I just want to ask you one question, sir, which everybody is echoing right now, which is, should the buck stops with just the suspension of the SHO?
Hello.
All right, okay. We're not seeming to get our BJP guest today. Appreciate you joining us, Mr. Mishra. We are having a bit of too much of an audio problem with you. We're going to leave it at that where Mr. Mishra is concerned. Arvind Kumar Jain, I want to take a final word in from you. And the question is, sir, how do you make an example of this? You had Hathras just about a couple of months ago. Now you have an incident like this in Uttar Pradesh. How do you make an example? By just mere suspension of an SHO, you're going to set no example at all.
No, inquiry is on, as I have said. SHO has been suspended on preliminary inquiry. And if any senior officer is also found involved, I don't think he will be spared. He will be spared. He may, whosoever is guilty should be punished, because it's a gruesome crime, and UP has again got a bad name because of it. And I think, I hope that within next 24 hours, 48 hours, Baba is nabbed. And the whole mystery is...
But sir, that's the sad part. It's really not so much about the Baba. It's also a lot to do with the administration. Would you not reckon?
Yes. I agree with you. It's a failing on the part of police. Senior officers should have been informed. SHO, I am told, didn't inform SSP, did not go to the scene of crime. He misled him. And that's why he has been suspended, rightly suspended. And whosoever is involved, whether any senior officer is involved, CEO or any person, will be taken to task. And
all right, okay. I appreciate you both for joining us, and I really apologize to our viewers. We've had a lot of production issues in this show today. We're going to take care of that. Appreciate you all for joining us. It's a quick break. Up next is Rahul Kamal. Hi everyone, Preeti Chaudhary here. Hope you like this video. For latest news and analysis, like and subscribe to the India Today YouTube channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated. Thank you for watching.